Well, thank you very much. I'll introduce myself. My name is Greg Story. I'm the president of Dale Carnegie Training Japan, and I'll be presenting on how to work on your business, not just in your business today. I'm very impressed that so many of you will come so early in the morning to hear about this, but it tells me that, like me, we find that we're not getting enough of the quality work done that we need to get done. And we tend to find our days are being taken up by rather detail-oriented work. And if we can get more of that high-quality work done, then we'll have a much more productive business. But today our topic is how to work on your business, not just in your business. And as I said before earlier, for me it's a constant struggle to make sure I'm working on my business, to find the time to work on my business as opposed to just doing the daily work that takes up so much. The reality today is we're getting flatter organisations, particularly in the West, than we had in the past. And so that means we're doing a lot more and we're doing it higher quality. We've got to produce a lot faster because we're 24/7 now with the technology that we have, carrying around little computers in our hands called phones which do just about everything. And so you cannot escape from work anymore. So speed, people expect things to be fast, and particularly in Japan. I find, if I am to get something to someone and it doesn't happen very, very fast, they ring me up, where is it? And I'm originally from Australia, and I probably wouldn't get that same pressure of speed turnaround that you get in Japan. And we've got to do it with less. We have less resources, less people to do it with. So it is a very tricky combination for us. So we're in constant pressure of time versus quality. Obviously, the longer time you have, the higher quality, but if time's under pressure, maybe quality suffers. Or if you diminish the quality, then that starts to affect your brand. Or you might find that quality and cost relationship starts to impact the wrong way. So trying to balance those things is a constant pressure. But one of the key things here is our time, because our time impacts on the quality of the whole organisation as a leader, our section as a leader, and also that relates to cost. The more productive we are, then the more beneficial it is to the company. We can reduce cost or we can have greater revenues. So is this you? And this is an expression in English, I got lost in my job. It means that one of those days where you're so into a task or a project or something that the day just flew by. Suddenly it's, oh my God, it's 6 o'clock, it's time to go home or something. That type of idea that you are so much enjoying what you're doing, you're so into it, you're not interrupted, you can focus. That idea that the day just whizzes by. Is that you, or is this you? You look at the end of the day, I had all these projects, I got nothing done. Where did the whole day go? I feel very frustrated about that. I had things I wanted to do, but none of them were happening. So this is where we've got to start thinking. And one of the key questions we've got to keep asking ourselves is why? Why am I doing this particular task right now? Why am I doing that right now? And why am I working? Why am I working for this company? Why am I trying to do the things I'm trying to do? And if you have a little look in your little books here on page, I think it's page 5 from memory, page 5, you'll just see a list of questions there. I want you to write these down. You're not going to share this with each other necessarily, but you're just to start thinking about some things for yourself around the why. What are your greatest moments of happiness and fulfillment? What makes you feel very happy? What makes you feel very satisfied? It's on page 5. Everyone got it on page 5? And what are the activities that are of most worth in your professional life? Okay. What are the activities of most worth in my personal life? Because we very much believe in Dale Carnegie, the balance between work time and non-work time, particularly thinking about your personal life. Can't neglect that. And then what are the talents and capacities I have? Am I using them? Am I really focusing on them? Am I using a really magnificent, highly trained machine to do something very mundane, very mediocre? Am I wasting my energy and my talent on stuff that someone else should be doing, not me? And then finally, how can I best contribute to the world? And that may be through your company, it may be through a non-profit, it may be through just influencing other people. So just take a few moments and have a think about answering all or some of those questions to focus a little bit on you and why you are here, why you are doing what you're doing, why you are trying to move forward in your career. So please take a few moments. Okay, I'll just stop you there. You may not have gotten through the whole thing, but it's a very interesting exercise to reflect on yourself. Why are you doing things? Because often we're too busy concentrating on what we need to do and how we need to do it, and we need to step back and ask ourselves, why are we doing this? Particularly around using our talents. Now, this is a really, really critical question. This is a question we must be asking ourselves all through the day. Is what I'm doing now the most productive use of my time? The problem is we get into tasks and we start doing them because it's a routine, it's a habit, and we don't ask that question. But having looked at your aspirations there and looked at your talents and capabilities, when you think about that, you might think, you know what? I should not be doing this task. I should be getting someone else to do this task, or I should be doing less of this task. So it's a great question to keep asking yourself all through the day, because once you ask that question and you decide that what you're doing is not what you should be doing, then you can move on to the things that you need to be doing.